have Ezra.
Welcome.
So as you can see, these three of them, I'm going to talk about each of them. Mr. Barije just joined us recently. That was 2019? 2020?
2019.
2019.
Mm-hmm.
2019. That's when you came in, when you were really concerned about my busy schedules running up and down. You're like, I needed to get an assistant, an administrator. So the way it all came into being. Somebody recommended you all the way from there, like in Uganda. When you come to Uganda, there's somebody you're going to meet. You may be able to assist, who may come to an assistance. And when you came, it really happened. We met Pastor Solomon. Pastor Solomon recommended it. Like, yes, this could be maybe the right man who could, of big assistance to me in my busy schedules. So this is where we got this gentleman who is kind of helping me currently. Then after him, I have Stella. Stella has been with us for years, ever since Mom was still around, when she was still a little girl.
Amen.
And you'll forgive me, I don't have I still have the pictures on my iPad. I never managed. I could have showed you how the school all started, in all huts, in all wooden structures. I think you remember that, Sister Nella.
Yes.
Yeah, where the school was still in, wooden structures. So that's where Stella, at that time, she was really close to Mom. He took her in as her daughter.
Yes.
Trained her, groomed her, taught her. Just as a mom, what you teach to your fellow daughter, when you're grooming her. So he groomed Kangume up to this very moment. She's still with us. I still maintain that. Then I'm like, yes, Kangume is part of family.
Amen.
And she has done a tremendous job at Nyamabuga Primary School.
Mm-hmm.
So here she is. She also got a blessing to finally, she has never really flown in her life. This is really her very first time, and I know she really enjoyed it though.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So she's at school at the school. She deals with the little ones. She likes very much the little ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you noticed when we went to that school down there, she was really with the kids all over. And I know she must have thought she was with her fellow kids, but she wasn't with her kids. Those are not her kids. Her kids are back home in the country. Yes. So that's all about Stella. Then, last but not least, then that's where we have Ezra. Ezra, we also, Mom also brought him when he was still young. We stayed with him for quite some really good time, like 30 years.
How old is
30
he?
years or so. Yes?
26 years now.
26 years. Yes. So Ezra also came in when he was still this little.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, as you can see, he has grown. He has grown up to the man he is right now. All thanks to Mom bringing them all together as family and making them part of us. So you can sit down there. So here I am, to tell you, I have a presentation to make about what I'm currently doing. Maybe I can even give you a brief history about the school. Currently, we have 447 students, and I have a teaching staff of 23. I have 20 teaching, and I have 23 support staff.
Wow.
Yes. I happen to be running a school, at the same time I run a farm. So by the time I really came into full operation, Mom used to work on a smaller scale. She was doing 15 at the moment. That's what she could handle at the moment. because it was all a forest. So when I came in, she had, at that time, she was working on 15. So in the brackets, you can see Sister she roughly estimated around 37 acres. That's in the US.
Google. My Google.
That's on the US. Oh, that's really big there. So at that time, she had started, she had bought the piece by piece. So by 2018, when I came here, because this happens to be my second time here. So when I came in 2018, and that also, I would also want to thank Sister Teresa to make that all happen. I want to thank you for that. For making me to come as Sister Nella. Sorry, I had forgotten that. Yes, I was very grateful when I came for that training. I learned a lot because it also went for 2 weeks. So I was here for 2 weeks. I did that learning. Wow. So there I am with Mandela himself. Yes, that was 2018. After that trip, after all that training, I came back home. I came back home, and this is what I started with. I started with the demo. Just as to the demos we went to yesterday. Now this is where I opened up the ground at the school.
So that's at your school?
This is at the school. I started clearing the land, so as you can see I cleared, then I started preparing the garden. Here as you can see, I think I had some pineapples there, and voila.
Voila.
Wow.
This is what I learned from the training. These happens to be cabbages, and these happen to be those green onions. So I started it small, like in bits. So with all that, this was the harvest from those demo gardens.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, that was their first harvest for the school. Green pepper, that you call it. Yeah, some bit of carrot and lettuce. So that's why I started from opening up ground after getting what I really learned from here. So now, from there after the school.
Actually, the HDMI cable became disconnected when you moved the laptop. Insert it again into the laptop for me. Thank you.
Yeah, so it is from there, because I wanted to start small and I see how it could really work out. So I left after starting it from school. So now I was like, you know what? I need to take this to another level on a much larger scale. So maybe as the technician is doing her thing there.
It's too large right now.
The technicians.
The scale is too large. We can only see the sky.
On the sky. So yeah, maybe as they do their thing. So yeah, I started, I went now at the farm where mom used to do 15 acres. So now I went to the farm, and other than doing now 15, I opened up the entire ground. I opened it all fully.
Wow.
I had to cut it down completely. I was like, yes, now to make really this happen, I need to put it on a larger scale where it can be productive, and at the same time also, other than making it productive, other than doing it for the kids, I can also, get like an extra income from the side from what I would have put, the excess which remains.
What all do you grow there, Emmanuel?
Currently, I had planted corn on it, and beans, and yes, corn, beans, and bananas. Yes, sweet bananas.
You still have the fish?
Yes, the fish is a project which I had also started last year. I started with 1 pond. Then I was like, I need another second pond. So I opened up another second pond. Yes, of tilapia, because I started with the catfish. So I opened up I dug up another one, I put tilapia.
Sorry, excuse me, Gordon, I can't see the menu. It's plugged in. Get it.
Just a question.
Yes.
So for, are you using the farming God's way method or?
Oh, when
Yeah,
I started
also-
at school, I was doing the God's Way farm. Since it's like a small garden, like
Right,
2 acres.
okay, okay.
Yes. So now when I took it now to the other the big junk the other side, it got tricky.
Wow,
Here it
okay.
is.
Yeah, because now like using those like laying, the
Right.
grass, laying the grass, I can't lay because just as I said, it was doing 15. Now for me, I opened up all the 67 acres.
Wow.
So on the 67, I can't get and begin mulching the entire acreage. It's really big. So I kind of like went off